back to the channel. I'm back with another very interesting SQL problem, and today we are going to solve this problem with three methods. Okay, so in this video it is not just about solving the problem. I will tell you how to approach the problem with different methods, right? So this question was asked in Spring City, and one of my subscriber has sent me this question. So let's understand the question, and then we will move on to the SQL to solve it. Okay. So here's the question. We have two tables, people and relations. The people table contains all the details of each individual, right? So we have a people table. If you see, we have ID, name, and gender. There are three columns, right? So ID 107, the name of the person is days, and gender is female. Similarly, for 145, we have Hawbaker and the gender is male. Okay, so this is a simple people table. Second table, we have relations table. So we have a child and parent relation in this table. So we have a child ID and the parent ID, right? So this child has two parents, right? One mother, one father. But in this table we don't know who is mother, who is father, but these are the parents 202 and 107, right? So if you look at 202 is Blackstone, right? And he's a male. So by looking at the gender, we have to decide if it is a father or if it is a mother, right? Again, 145, 107. So for this guy, 107, if you see, this is a female, right? So this becomes mother for this guy. And who is this guy, 145? 145 is Hawbaker. So for Hawbaker, Blackstone is father and Days is mother. And that is what we need in the output, right? So if you look at this output, for Hawbaker, father is Blackstone and mother is Days. So similarly for all the child, we need the child name, father name, mother name. Okay, I hope the question is clear. Let's move on to the SQL to see how we can solve it with three different methods. And I'm calling these methods as normal life versus Mentos life versus Mentos Pro life, right? So we will just move on to the better solutions as we progress through the video. And let's start. Also, what I will do, I will just put the description box the create table and insert table statements for these two tables, so that if you want to try out, you can try it out. Okay. So this is my relations table as I have shown already. Child ID, parent ID. For 145, we have 202 and 107, and this is my people table, right? And there we have everything, right? So we have days, all the people, their ID, name, and gender. Okay. So let's move on to the solution. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, see, there are two methods, right? One is, if you see in the relation, we have parent ID of both the parents for the child, right? Right? So 202 and 107. So if you see, 202 is Blackstone. So if I want to do the mother name, so what I can do, I can join this table, right, on the PID and the people table, right, only on gender male, right? So if I join on gender male and on the ID, I will get the father's name, right? Similarly, if I join on the ID and filter on the gender equal to female, then I will get the mother for all the childs, right? So let's do it and see. So what I will do, I'll say select from, okay, we have people, or let's say relations, right? And then I will do inner join, right? And let's take relations. Okay, sorry, people. So let's call it R and let's call it P, right? And I will say inner join on R dot child ID, right? Not child ID. I need to join on parent ID. So R is relation, this parent ID, R dot PID equal to P dot ID, right? So 202, I will join with people.id. So 202 is Blackstone, right? Now also what I will do, I will say just join and gender equal to let's say male first, or let's say female, right? So what I will get mothers of all the childs, right? So 202, what is 202? 202 is a male, so this will be filtered out. So this result will not come because I am doing inner join. Inner join, this guy will not come, right? This record will not be joined, so this record will not come in the output. This record will come. Why? If you look at the 107, 107 is female, right? And I have filtered on female and doing an inner join. So we will get the mother of each child. So I will say r.cid, right? So this is the child ID, comma, p dot name as mother name, right? So if I do this, let's see. So we will get, yeah. So if you see, for 145, mother name is days, right? So if we go back, for 145, mother name is 107, which is days. So we got the mother name. Similarly, I can write a separate query to get the father name, right? So if I do this, also as you see, I am doing a new setup, new ID and video camera is on. Let me know if this setup looks good or I should go back to the SQL server. Okay, so I'll just change it to M, and everything else will remain same. I will just say father name. Okay, father name. So if I just run it again, you see I got Blackstone as father, right? 145 is this. For 145, the father is 202 and 202 is Blackstone. So I got the Blackstone, right? So I got father and mother of all the childs in the separate query. Now what I can do, I can just create CTs of these two outputs and join them on the CID, right? So that I get the mother name and father name in the same output. So I will say with, so this is my M as this, right? And then say F as this, and then simply select from F inner join M on f.cid equal to m.c underscore id. Okay, it is M and F, right? Yeah, M and F. Okay, so I will get f.cid as child ID, right? Comma, and then from M I will get mother name, and comma, from F dot we will get the father name, right? Okay, so there is this comma missing here. Yeah. So let me run this now and see. Okay, column f dot cid does not exist. So we need to join in f dot cid, right? F dot cid is there, right? Why it is saying it does not exist? And then we have m dot c underscore id. Okay, I think there was some typo. Let's run it again. Okay, here, my bad. This is the c underscore id. Okay, my bad. Okay, now we are good, I think. Yeah, this should be fine. So we got, for each child ID, we got the mother name and father name both, right? So we joined the father CT and the mother CT on the child ID, and we got both of these together. Now in the output, if you see, we need the child name as well. So what I have to do for that? I just need to do one more join, inner join on the people table again, right? On p dot id equal to f dot c underscore id, right? And from here I will get the child name. So I will say p dot name as child name, right? So I have joined one more time with the people table to get child's name, right? That's it, nothing else I have done here. So if I run it again, you see we got the child name, right? So for Hawbaker we have days and Blackstone, right? If you look at it here, for the Hawbaker we have the days as mother and Blackstone as father. We have the column name position change, we have the mother first and father after that in our output, right? So mother, father, so we achieved this output. So this is the first, I would say, normal life approach, right? Let's move on to the second approach, which I call as Mentos, and then we will move on to the Mentos PRO. Okay. Now in this approach, what I will do, so this is our output. Let's keep it as well. So what I will do, I will directly use the relations table. So I will say select from relations, right? Select from relations, and what I will do, I will set R, sorry, my bad, R, right? And I'm going to do a join. So let's start with inner join directly on the people table. So I will say inner join people, right? I will call it as mother M on r dot PID, right? This is the parent ID, parent ID of the child, right? This is the parent ID. This is the relations table, right? So parent's ID, I will directly join with m.id, right? And here what I will do, so in the people table I'm joining with ID, and here only I'm doing and gender equal to female, right? So for mother, when I'm joining on people table, I'm directly filtering while joining it. Instead of creating CTs of father mother separately, I'm directly saying and gender equal to female. So gender equal to female records will be filtered in people table, right? So in people table only the female ones will come. If I sort it, only these will remain, and on this I will do a join, right? So let's see what is the output. So I will say r dot star comma m dot star, right? So let's run it. So you see we are getting the mother name. This we filtered on gender female, and only those parent ID are joined, right? So only those are filtered, right? So now the problem is I lost the parent information, because in the relation table I have 145 107 for father, but in the output I have not the father detail, right? I don't have a father detail, right? So we have one 107 and another one is 202. So this 202 is not there anymore. So we lose that information. So what we will do, instead of inner join, I will do a left join, so that we have that information as well. Okay. So let me run it now. Okay. So now if you see, gender equal to female is filtered on the people table, and then left join has been done. So now if you see only the female ones are coming. So I know the days is the mother, right? Right? So all the records are coming from the left table, right? And only the matching data, which means gender equal to female one, will be coming from people table. So all the female means all the mothers are coming. So these are all the mothers, right? Crisis, Chatmon. So let me name it. So I will say m dot name as mother name. Okay, so this is my mother name now. Now what I will do, I will do one more left join here. Okay, now this join will be joined for fathers, right? For fathers I'm not able to see anything. For example 202, 305. So this time I will say gender equal to male, right? Let's call it father, right? And everything else will remain same. And this will be, again I have to name it as m dot gender, because this is the mother table and this is the father table. F dot gender equal to male, right? So now I will say f dot name as father name, right? So again if I run this, so if you see now we are getting the mother name and father name both, right? So there is some problem, I think. uh, I am getting 55 rows. uh, uh, okay, this will be f dot id. Yeah, this is the problem, right? So this got joined with this m, the mother table itself. So I have to say r dot pid equal to f dot id and f dot gender equal to male. So that was the problem. So these kinds of issues, you mistakes you can also do while working on SQL, right? So I have to make sure I'm joining on the father's table id. Okay, so now if you see, everything is fine. For this one, we have the father name, right? So this is the father, and for this record 107 is a mother, so we have this in the mother column, right? So we have two columns now for mother and father. The only thing is we have two separate rows still. But the good thing is I have null in the mother name. In the mother name, right? Only whoever is mother, for that we have name, but other one is null. Similarly for father, we have Blackstone and other one is null. So what we can do, because one of the records will always be null in mother name, for each child one of the records will be null, and similarly here one of the records will be null. I can just take max, right? So I will say r dot, I need cid in the output, right? And then I will say max, because it doesn't matter, the other column is null, so it doesn't matter, right? So I will say max again, right? And I have to do now group by, because I am doing aggregation, right? r dot c underscore id, right? Right, so this is my query. Now I need only these three columns, so I'm just putting these three columns and that's it. Okay, so we got the output. So now the next step will be, I have to do inner join again on people table, right? That you can do now. I'm not explaining, to get the child name. You just do this again and get the name instead of child id, which is straightforward. I think you don't have to put some mind, but yeah, I think you can do it. So now let's move on to the final solution, Mentos PRO. Okay, I hope it is making sense. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. Okay, so let's move on to the final one. What I will do, let me copy this, or let me make changes in this. So this is my query. Now this time what I will do is I will do directly join. I am not filtering on male or female, right? Let me do it. So let's remove it. Okay, let's call it p. This is people directly, p dot id. Okay, and let's take everything to see what is coming. So I will say r dot star and p dot star, and I'm going to change it to inner join. I will tell you why. Okay, so we are going to run this now. This group by is not required at the moment. Let's remove it and let's run this direct join on the people table, right? Okay, so if you look at the result now, let me sort it. So if you look at the result now, this is my relation table, right? This is how relation table was. I joined with people table on the ID. So I got the name and the gender as well from the other table, right? So these tables are directly joined, no filter, nothing. Just join on PID equal to ID. So I got for this guy, this is gender female, so this will be mother, and this will be male, so this will be father. Now again the problem here is we have these two things in a two different rows. Now we need in the two different columns. So based on gender, I have to create a column that if gender is F, then this will be mother name. If gender is male, then this will be father name. Right? So let me create two new column. I will say case when, case when, case when uh, p dot gender equal to female, then name as mother name, right? And sorry, I don't have to put single quotes. Okay, okay, I think, okay, now we are fine. Yeah, and let's take one more column and then I will show you the output. I will say when it is male, then it will be father name, right? And let me run this again for you. So now we will have two new columns, right? So now we will have two new columns. If you see till here, we had already the output. Now I created two more columns, right? This is kind of intermediate output that we did using left join, two different left join. This is the kind of output we saw, right? That we have two rows, in one only mother name and other only father name, and we were doing max to get the single row. Similar thing we can do here. So we already have two columns now. I will say r.cid, right, as child id, right, and then I will do max on this. I'm sure if you are watching my videos, this concept we have used many times. The aggregation along with case when, sometimes we do sum, sometimes we do max min. So this is very important concept. Okay. So now again I have to just do group by 1, right? I'm using that shift, so I can directly say 1. 1 means it will take the first column in the select list. So this is the first column in the select list. Instead of saying r.cid, I'm just saying group by 1, and it will take it, the first column from the select list. And now again if I run this, we got the output, right? We got the output for this guy. Mother name is Days and father name is Blackstone. Again, I have to do one more join here on the people table to get the child's name. Again, the same thing you can do which we did here, right? Inner join on people table based on the child ID and get the name. Okay. I hope this video makes sense. Okay. Do share this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you think you have a better solution, some cool solution, easier than this, put in the comment section. I would love to watch it. Thanks for watching it till here. Have a great day.